Anand understands that as well, and we do see on the screen Anand taking his seat with the white pieces. He has a yellowish shirt, if I'm seeing that correctly.
Yes. Again, probably for the first time. Most of the times we have seen him
blue or white,
right? Yes.
And he's adjusting the pieces. Most grandmasters
we have the
like
crossing
to do
logo today, not the NIIT.
Oh, okay, that's the medicine, right?
Yes.
Cold medicine.
It's a cold medicine.
I've seen the commercial that Anand is doing with that company.
So today, as you said, it's a very crucial game. Almost looks like a do-or-die battle for Vishwanathan Anand. And having drawn the 2 games after 2 consecutive losses, probably he was gaining time to collect his thoughts. And I'm hoping we'll have a fantastic game today. Probably he will go all out and play like the young Anand we have known all these times.
And he received the tea, and apparently I checked with the hotel staff member that is serving him the drinks daily. It is not green tea, it is black tea apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And he, by the way, also has a lime juice prepared in his fridge there with salt, which surprised me, but apparently it's not an unusual thing around here.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been on standby so far. He hasn't been asking for it, even though he asked for it in general to have it ready in the fridge. So you never know. He may
we can see
pull out that weapon today, the lime juice with salt.
We can see the countdown clock shows a minute and a half now left to start the game. We can also see Carlson in the rest room.
In the rest area, and he's approaching the table. He's coming towards the table. He's wearing his jacket still. And the handshake for game 9. Magnus Carlsen has the black pieces. I think he understands the importance of this game. If he doesn't lose this game, he's almost home safe. You're never safe until it's over, but it just gets will be a
much
huge
easier.
leap towards.
And for the opening moves, what's your guess?
That's a tough one. I think Anand may change from e4. More than anything else, I think purely for the sake of change, for the element of surprise.
Yeah. Maybe to get a fresh position.
Something different, indeed. Alternatively, if he may choose e4, I'd be very, very surprised if he again would choose the Ruy Lopez and allow the Berlin and go for all that. But we'll see.
Maybe a Trompowski.
You never know. I mean, we're only a minute away, less than a minute away from the start of the clock. And we do see the arbiter ready to press the middle button that starts the clock and the game. Game 9, we see, of course, a crowd of photographers, journalists.
I think everyone realizes the importance of today.
And here comes the start of the clock. White start.
We have a move, in fact, Vishy has gone for queen h6.
Okay, so the move I'm looking at now with Carlsen
Is bishop g4 here.
Oh, and he's played b2.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So what happens
goodness.
after rook f4 is...
We could get this variation. We could genuinely
But we're
get...
probably missing something. Let's have a look at this again because
All right. I'm getting excited.
I'm getting very excited.
All right, so rook f4. Rook f4. b1 equals queen. Bishop f1.
I just don't understand.
Queen d1, we've had a suggestion. So the idea is that if I go rook h4,
Right.
you're going to block.
Oh, and if knight h5, I see the point now. So knight h5, gh5, rook h5, and a very, very pretty defense, bishop f5. And everything is defended suddenly.
Right, okay, so let's go back. So queen d1 is the idea. Okay. What an interesting moment. Vishy is obviously considering rook f4, and look how Magnus has kept the pressure on time-wise. Vishy's going to have to make a decision now. If it doesn't work, it's all over. The World Championships are over for him. But knight e2 is an interesting idea. Instead of rook f4, but rook f4 is critical because I have a...
Yes, it's very important.
I have a direct threat. Of course, Vishy can play knight e2 here.
So the point is that... What
Well,
is the point?
I think if I go queen b6, we're going a bit defensive, are we? But I'm not sure what happens after queen b6. Oh, I think the idea is you play knight f4. This is quite incredible. And after b1, you take on d5.
Right, and you're threatening knight e7 check.
Right. What an incredible
Oh my
position.
God.
And if you take on f1, I just play bishop
Bishop
takes.
f1.
And then my next move is here and black can resign.
After black moves the queen, white plays knight e7. And the point is king h8 leads to queen f8 mate.
Beautiful. So, in this position, after b2, he can either sacrifice a queen.
Yeah, but if this doesn't work because of queen d1, then white is just lost. So let's just
Well,
have
hold
a
on
look
a
at this.
second. Yeah.
He's played rook f4.
Beautiful. This is great.
And we have a
and
queen.
he's got an extra queen.
This is amazing. And
This is unbelievable.
do you think he missed queen d1 and queen h5?
Well, look, there's only one way we're going to know
Yeah,
because
and
he's got
it's
11
forced.
minutes.
This is an absolute forced line. White
He has to
must
go bishop
rook
f1.
h4 right now.
No, well, it's white to move. He's in check.
Yes, I mean bishop f1.
He's going to play bishop f1.
Oh my god.
Bishop f1,
I'm
queen
very
d1,
excited
hold
right now.
on. Rook h4.
Queen h5.
Queen h5.
He's got
oh, he's
knight
gone
f1.
knight f1. Knight f1 he's gone.
That's...
Hold on a second. He looked very nervous playing that move.
But what
Oh
about
my
queen e1 right
God.
now? It's...
I think knight f1 is a huge
Is
blunder.
that a blunder?
I think knight f1 is an absolute shocker.
What happens after queen e1?
Queen e1 and
Oh my
Magnus
god.
Carlsen could be a step away from the World Championship.
Oh my god.
What an incredible mistake, potentially. Now, we have to verify this.
If anyone has a computer with them, please send us if this line...
But we looked at knight f1, queen e1 with
Yeah,
the
because-
simple idea of blocking this, and Vishy is just a queen down.
I mean, he plays... And Magnus has played
He's played
queen
it
e1.
so quickly, and Vishy will soon know by looking at his face.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. And this could be
This
it.
was so close.
Oh, poor Vishy, his face.
He knows it.
We've heard a number of shouts and screaming from next door, and I assume that's from the Norway lounge.
Norwegian, center.
Oh, poor Vishy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I feel gutted for him because if he had played bishop f1 here,
You know, I think he completely missed queen e1 because he probably saw queen d1 and bishop f3 and he totally forgot that with queen e1, the h4 square is defended.
but queen e1 is such an obvious move, Tanya.
Even we
just
saw
to-
it.
Just to protect this square.
Oh
I
my-
mean, this
he
is
knows
incredible.
It. He knows this now.
Oh, poor Vishy. And he's...
I think I'm going to cry now.
I'm shocked.
I can't believe this.
After such an amazing looking attack as well. Because after bishop f1, who knows what would have happened? Queen d1, rook h4, queen h5.
But even this black defense.
But we didn't go through it properly,
all
in my
right,
opinion.
knight h5, you must
For
take.
example, you've got ideas like...
G6, you mean?
Not even g6, but bishop h3 straight away, and there are all sorts of ideas here. You know, bishop h3 would make a lot of sense
Okay,
because...
let's have a look at this.
But then you can take and play queen d7, right?
Yes,
And
because
come with
this
the queen.
b1 h7 diagonal is very important for defending the h7 square.
I think, guys, we are on the verge. I just feel
I'm just in shock
shocked.
right now.
Well, we've just had a confirmation. It's now -7 according to the computer.
Shows -7.
And that is essentially game over. So all Magnus has to do is... Magnus, he's pretty confident. And Vishy, you can tell by his body language.
He knows that this is bad.
Poor old Vishy.
And he's
resigned. Oh, my goodness. He's resigned. And he's going to be... Oh, my goodness. Magnus Carlsen is half a point away from being world champion.
I can't believe this.
And
we can hear massive cheering from the Norwegian center right now, which is right next door to us.
And they're having a talk about it.
So
And this was
bad.
the critical position. He went for it. And we
I
thought...
feel so bad right now, Lawrence.
I just feel incredibly sad right now. Because if he had played bishop f1, I still think there is a game on here. I think there were some improvements.
But I think that idea with knight e2 instead of rook f4 was still good for white.
Right.
He completely missed queen e1. And Vishy kind of knows that now this match is...
Well, this match is, in essence, all over. Magnus needs half a point out of the remaining
he will be
games.
the new world champion.
And...
Oh, my God. I can't believe this has all happened so
I'm in
quickly.
shock. Total and utter shock that this has happened. He just must have missed it. And it just goes to show the pressure got to him. It happens to the best in the world. It happens to the world champions. But this move, knight f1, will be talked about for a long time.
And he didn't... I mean, it's obvious that he completely overlooked queen e1 because he didn't even think about knight f1. He just played it so fast.
And I don't know. Maybe he'll be asked in the press conference. I mean, he's just going to be...
And the worst is, like, when he makes a move like knight f1, he probably feels that he's winning after rook h4, and then suddenly you get queen e1 on the board, and you're just devastated.
And
I'm just devastated.
And Magnus Carlsen is, of course, absolutely delighted. He's going to remain calm.
Brilliant. I mean, at that age, he knows that he's half a point away from being world champion, and he knows that he's won a very crucial game, but there's no excitement or anything on his face right now, and it's like he's analyzing just any other game, you know?
Oh, my goodness. And Vishy, I don't know if he's going to be angry, sad, inconsolable. My heart goes out to him because... he went for it. He really went for it. And, you know, he's close. He's really close to pulling off a win here. And everybody in India will be devastated that this. Indian fans, Vishy fans. Well, what to say? Let's give a quick recap of the game. Magnus Carlsen has beaten Vishy Anand in Game 9 with the black pieces, meaning that he is only half a point away with 3 games left.
He needs half out of 3 to be crowned the new world champion.
2 white games, and, well, you just can't see anything else happening now, can you? Oh dear, Vishy. We're on the brink of a new era in chess. They're going to call it the Carlsen era.
But Vishy's had his era. I mean, he's been a real champion.
Right.
He's proved himself over and over again, and he's a legend. I mean, that can't be questioned because of this match. But I guess it happens in all sports, and every time, there's always someone new who comes then.
Poor old Vishy having to face the press now. I mean, I wonder if tomorrow he's just going to throw in the towel and say, do you know what, I'm tired of fighting. because
And today was so close, Lawrence. He
Yeah.
had the position and he had everything going, and he just completely missed it. He
Oh
just
my.
Queen E1 and it was over.